If you talk to anyone who does YouTube, they will constantly tell you that the thumbnail and the title are the most important thing in the video. And that leaves you with the question, how do you get a good thumbnail? Well, in this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 different split tests that I did on my channel, Catching Made Simple. And I'm going to show you the results, and then we'll talk about some of the big takeaways. All right. So this first video is a testimonial video that I did, and it's a transformation with one of the catchers. You can see before, after, before, after, before, after. Same images for the catchers, the before and the after, and the arrows. The only thing that I changed was the background. And surprise, surprise, you'll see this theme come up over and over. The background with the brightest color, the green, won by 35% to 32%. So again, this is still testing, but I would imagine that this is going to be the one that is going to be the best at the end. Now, let's move on to the second one. This video is, let me look at the title for this exactly too. So this is baseball conditioning for all players. Come down here, look at view test report. You can see 36% clicked on this one in terms of this like jumping image. This one with 7.5 feet, that got only 28%, so much lower. And then this one got 35%. So this is really close. This is a bit more of like a catcher conditioning, but this one looked like it performed the best. Now, I would be curious to maybe run this again. And if we got this grass super, super green by the way that we color graded it, I wonder if that might even outperform the best performing thumbnail. So something to look at. Now, this video, this is the top 5 blocking drills for catchers. We have a traditional blocking stance, says do this. I think this looks really good. You see the green, the blue. Then we have top 5 and then top 5 blocking drills underneath. The one with just the top 5 with the single leg block performs the best on this. So interesting how that works. Basically, the difference on this is just where my body was and what the text said. So the one with less text, just top, that performed better than top blocking drills. Also, the movement on this is a little different. This is a standard block versus a kind of a cooler block. So that doesn't surprise me that this one got a better result. As we look at this one, this is a video titled, "Can Shoes Increase Your Exit Velo?" This was a very clear winner in terms of this shoe versus this shoe. And so that potentially plays into how you would want to structure a video like this as well. This was a 44% click-through rate, which is way better when it comes to these, where it's just, hey, showing the 2 or plus 2 miles per hour. So interesting when we look at this, the comparison, the simple text really seems to, I mean, it almost doubled this one. That's crazy. When you think about the click-through rate almost doubling, that actually should inform potentially how the video is even structured. I wanted to test this as well, where same background, difference of having text right here. So I have 11U catcher. You can see this almost adds an additional 50% conversion rate from this. So this is a 20% click-through rate. This takes it up to a 29% click-through rate just by having 11U catcher on there, which is really interesting. But this one is way higher at 50 because of, again, if I had to guess, the green. So some of the big principles that we can take away from this: you need to have really colorful, bright thumbnails. So let's talk about some of the big takeaways. I'm in the sports niche, which is going to impact what the thumbnail looks like, but generally speaking, seems like brighter colors win, simple words on screen win. If you have too many words, they're not going to click on it. But also, if you don't have any words, then they might not also click on it. And any sort of comparison can really help, because anytime you introduce 2 things or multiple things, seems like that may be a bit more engaging. So those are a few big principles. So next time you go to make a thumbnail, make sure it's colored, make sure there's simple text on there, and try to make it as engaging as possible. You can go check out some of the thumbnails on my page, and I would also encourage you to just scroll through your YouTube and see which thumbnails stand out. If you like this video, then check out this video right over here. I'm Ange Bourgeois. Let's win together.